Happy Friday, everyone. I'm Connor Woodard, and this is the Rookies Weekly Update for the second Friday of April. Before we start, I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone that has been commenting and sharing these videos. It truly means the world to me. I found a few major moves that indicate a demand for animation is on the rise again. So let's start there. First, the new Mario movie is killing it. And before that, Sonic the Hedgehog was killing it, and before that, Detective Pikachu killed it. Animated video game adaptations are doing really well, and we can expect them to continue to do well. Animation was a key factor in Discovery merging their streaming platforms HBO Max and Discovery Plus and rebranding it Max. CartoonBrew.com reports that HBO's reputation for gritty adult content was putting off parents. I expect to see an increased demand for animated productions on this new streaming platform. Disney Plus is releasing Volume 2 of Star Wars Visions on May 4th, and it looks so badass, including work from Aardman and 8 other celebrated animation studios. And finally, Netflix has ordered a Stranger Things animated series. They've done some Stranger Things animated stuff in the past that was really cool, so it's pretty awesome to see them order a whole show. Did you know that Netflix also makes games and has made Stranger Things mobile games? Also in news, Microsoft's attempt to acquire Activision Blizzard is still being delayed by a private antitrust lawsuit. I'm not a lawyer, but I don't see this doing anything but delaying the inevitable. Microsoft will acquire Blizzard eventually. Hoon Kim, the founder of Beeple, not to be confused with the artist Beeple, has introduced a new AI tool named Switchlight that claims to be able to relight characters based off of any image input. It could be a very powerful tool. There's also now a generative 3D materials AI that creates materials based off of text prompts. Some of them are a bit rough around the edges, but I can definitely see this lowering the barrier of entry into 3D art. While we're at it, generative models are also on their way, though it should be noted that this took multiple image inputs to create and has similar requirements as photogrammetry. Still looks really good though. Paradowski Creative, a design agency in St. Louis, has opened up a bunch of really cool internships. They do all kinds of projects, but what I know them for is their really cool immersive WebXR work. This is one of the coolest opportunities we've had on the update. Carl Whiteside at Waterproof over in Vancouver is hiring layout artists, animators, engine TDs, engine lighting, VFX, and production roles. Jaina D Studios and Game Jobs list continues to grow, and the comments continue to be super helpful. I've reposted this to my profile, but I'll include the link to the post in the comments below. The featured Rookies profile of the week is Diego FG. Diego has a lot of really cool projects with some anatomy studies, isometric rooms, and some excellent lighting and material studies. Super nice work, Diego. The next featured work is actually a project presented by Wes McDermott over at Adobe. The project is called End of Summer, and it was inspired by stop motion studios like Leica. The assets themselves are so beautiful, but building the environment on how the project would have been built all virtually is just stunning. Carol Cornils was the character artist on this production, and her work is absolutely beautiful. And if you're into beautiful characters, may I suggest following Raul Tavares, who's just released a work in progress render of his latest character in Unreal Engine 5.1, and those are hair cards. Speaking of Unreal Engine, YouTube channel Unreal Han has created a crazy car chase scene in the engine and made a tutorial on a step-by-step process on how they made it. It's only 8 minutes long, but it is really informative. That's it for the Rookies Weekly Update. As always, I'll see you in the comments below. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I'm wishing you a fantastic weekend. See you next week.